In a flash, Shannon Briggs, sporting the impressive moniker The Cannon, caught the attention of all boxing fans.
We train for everything. These guys work me hard. I love it. We come out here, we do our thing, we go home.
While Iron Mike was behind bars, Shannon was hailed as the next Tyson.
And he's hurt. He's paying the price just as you suggested he might. He's really getting tagged on the inside.
With his exceptional punching power and towering height of 6 feet 4 inches, Briggs' opponents were dropping like flies one after another. By the end of 1995, Shannon Briggs had demolished all 25 of his opponents, with 20 victories by knockout, 15 of them not making it past the second round.
Now, you've been talking about moving up and going after some tougher names. Is this the kind of punctuation mark you like to leave on this level of competition?
Definitely. I'm prepared for anything. Anything comes my way, Shannon Briggs is ready for it.
In March 1996, Briggs had his chance to debut on HBO and earn his ticket to the big leagues. He stepped into the ring against the seemingly invincible Darroll Wilson, promising to come out swinging and end the fight quickly. A promising finisher with the intriguing nickname Doing Damage, he boasted a record of 17-0, with 10 wins by knockout, mostly in the first round. But for Briggs, it seemed like an easy warm-up.
Clearly understood. Expected through in the corner. Let's go.
First requirement, weather the first round storm. Opportunity right away. Hard left hook by Briggs. Has never been knocked down, but Briggs has twice connected now with that.
From the get-go, Briggs tried to knock his opponent out immediately by pummeling him.
Lands, Wilson wobbly. Briggs trying to finish him right away, as he's done in each of the last 3 bouts. Wilson needs to grab and hold here, George.
Wilson felt wobbly on his feet, but fearless Daryl went on the attack.
Understand that if you're going to be tall,
I think he just remembered it, George.
Starting to get himself going in the fight.
An undefeated fighter can be hard to beat.
Smiling at him as if to say, oh, me. Briggs blocking that right hand. So Briggs has already shown you 2 things he's still. Left hook lands in close for Briggs. There'll be no first round knockout tonight.
In the second round, Shannon, gasping for breath, rocked his opponent with a series of vigorous blows. However, Wilson withstood the onslaught.
it's not a shame to let a guy off the hook. It's a shame.
Briggs doesn't move expecting something back in return.
That's your damage. Has pretty much people hit you.
Obviously an effective athlete.
Briggs' corner should
Body shot by Wilson, backs Briggs up. Briggs again getting hit. Now he knocks Wilson back with a left jab.
So when the guy gets on the rope, he seems to react and survive.
Wilson continues to connect at a relatively high percentage and showing a tendency to...
In the third round, Briggs decided to focus on close combat, but it turned out to be a mistake.
Talking about what we were talking about. Hit the man a punch.
Round 3. The initial excitement of Briggs.
Hard punches. Briggs is man guy. If you're gonna do what you're gonna do it and get.
After taking a beating, Briggs lost focus and found himself in the danger zone.
It is up there for you. You don't have to reach out. Briggs
Hip movement for Briggs, making it possible for Wilson.
As George was suggesting before, is near it.
That's true, and that's pretty amateurish.
At the end of the third round, Wilson pressed Briggs against the ropes and delivered a 1-2 to the jaw, a right hook followed by a left. Briggs crashed to the canvas.
Shannon Briggs is cut. He's got a cut beside and maybe above the right eye. And that's a big target for Wilson, and he floors Shannon Briggs. 6. This is over. Tremendous upset victory for Darroll Wilson.
The referee counted to 6, and seeing that Briggs wasn't getting up, called off the fight.
Knockout punch, George. I'm not even sure it landed on the point of the chin.
Yeah, it was, but it was the
Although Shannon Briggs had tasted defeat for the first time, commentator George Foreman noted,
Wilson pretty much dominated the bout, George.
Well, it wasn't about dominating. It was about tactical mistake. Shannon Briggs didn't use the jab to set things up. He went out and got himself real tired from trying to finish this guy out too quick, and it didn't pay off this time.
And that this could have been a blessing in disguise.
A blessing in disguise, because it was all about mistake more than he didn't have the heart. He kept fighting no matter what.
All right, well said, George.
this blow wasn't the hardest, but it turned his record of 25-0 into 25-1. His trainer at the time, future ESPN commentator Teddy Atlas, turned on him to the media and left the fighter. The fight became a scarlet letter of sorts for Briggs, who always had to deal with questions about his desire or ability to succeed and push on when the going got tough. 6 months after his first career defeat, Briggs began winning again. But the level of his opponents became slightly higher. After 5 tune-up fights, he stepped into the ring against former undisputed champion George Foreman. But that's a whole other story.